had everything to lose. Cheat codes, I'm flattered, but I don't need those. I ain't playing by the rules. I ain't playing with you. Show you what these hands are doing. I ain't playing with you. Keep playing, I'ma show you what these hands are doing. We ain't even. They ain't submit when you daydreaming. Came needing to eat, I ain't eating in 8 weeks. And my mouth's watering like I stay teething. You can't reason with the animal that's loose and my brain's tweaking. You don't really know me. If you think you...
The onset of fall weather, certainly a welcome occurrence for folks in Silicon Valley. And we've got football on a gorgeous day here in Santa Clara as we are situated at Levi's Stadium. Today it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the Arizona Cardinals taking on the San Francisco 49ers. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. Now Greg Dortch going to bring it out of the end zone. Oh, a good-looking return set up here.
The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. You look at this Niner defense, currently #1 in the NFL against the run.
Now if they could just get their pass defense in line, this unit would be really, really strong. And remember the conversation with the defensive coordinator? He wants them to rush the passer better. He wants to see the quarterback on the ground. They've got to create some sacks.
And he said it starts early and often. We'll see if we can get to it. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. But just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Up the middle they go. It's Benson. Fancy footwork at midfield. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. That goes for 14 yards. First down, Cardinals. 3rd and short, so didn't need much, but got a little extra on the backside. Nice run.
Chewed up the yardage, didn't he? To me, that was offensive line with leverage, good blocking angles, taking on a stacked defensive front. And once they chopped that little hole in the beginning, he took it and rambled.
And just the 3rd play from scrimmage, wanted to avoid the 3 and out and did just that.
Murray's throw pulled in by Hopkins.
And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 36 yards on the play.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
They'll run for the first time with James Conner.
And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
It's a pickup of 3, but still a little work to do on 3rd and goal. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Murray. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield. But when push came to shove, they stood their ground. Now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
Fourth down, Murray off, and the Cards field goal unit and Matt Prater out there now.
From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Prater's kick is good, and the Cardinals have the first points. It's 3-0.
Well, that was a long, sustained opening drive, but in the end, only able to get 3, the field goal out of it.
And absolutely, you'll take the points and the early leads. You never get those back. But there will be a little bit of disappointment that they didn't punch it in for 6 after that kind of yardage and that kind of drive that they had.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out.
And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line. 1st and 10 at their own 27. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he'll get it up just short of 45 at the 44. 16 yards right off the bat with a first down. Purdy bootlegging it. And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. Now he's hit on the return. It's a loose football. I'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Look at this Arizona defense. They've been pretty much a mess against the pass, number 31 in the league.
Theories abound. People have opinions. But too often for this team this season, it's been the big play that's done them in.
And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. They'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the two tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
Award that tackle for loss to the safety, Budda Baker. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
At the Cardinals' 34-yard line.
McCaffrey on the counter. And a short gain down to about the 33. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
A gain of a yard. Makes it 3rd and 11.
Here's Purdy now on 3rd and goal. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. B.J. Ojulari in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here.
9-yard attempt.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through, and that will tie us at 3-3. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Now the pass, and it's into the arms of Hopkins. Down the right sideline. And he's going to be out of bounds inside the 25-yard line. A huge play there for Arizona. 43 yards.
This is what made the West Coast offense a staple around the NFL in the 80s and 90s. You don't have to push the ball deep downfield to come up with big plays, and there's an example of that right there.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. And they use that height on the outside to get the score.
We've seen the evolution of the wide receivers. They've gotten taller and taller, but they've retained their quickness and their speed. It's a lethal combination.
Always good to have wide receivers with height. Prater for the extra point. And the lead is now 10-3.
kickoff for Arizona.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And once he escaped the pocket there, he tried to keep those eyes downfield, but nothing was materializing. So he makes a smart move and gets that to the sideline.
Back to the air on second down. Purdy connects with Kittle underneath. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. 10-3 our score after one here on EA Sports.
49ers 3.
The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Purdy will set up to throw it here. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
2nd and 10. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Murray going to fire one out wide. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So with the completed pass and the yardage they got, they'll decline the penalty.
So obviously more yards on the pass completion than they would have gained with the penalty. They did the math. They did it well, and it works for them.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. That's complete to McBride. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. On 2nd down, here's Murray. Caught left side, Hopkins. Just a gain of a couple there. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Murray going to try to throw on 3rd down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Cards have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
A good tight end is a heck of a weapon for any quarterback, especially when you're able to create some mismatches. Sometimes they work against a linebacker, sometimes they work against a smaller defensive back. But when they find it, they go to it, and it often results in touchdowns.
Extra point good by Prater, and the lead is now 17-3. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, That answer is one, and that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts. One thing they definitely like about this youngster is his motor. He is full throttle on each and every snap, loves to get after the quarterback, and that has to feel good to him right there. His first career sack.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Now Purdy.
Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he gets us just shy of the 35 to the 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Purdy now to throw. And that one into the hands of Ayuk downfield.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey.
And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Give running right is Mitchell. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked up by Michael Ojemudia.
And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
On 2nd down now. It's Benson. And this one also slowly developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Tough spot here. 3rd down and 11.
Murray now. And the Niners get there and bring him down.
Devondre Campbell, nice play to get in there and drop him. Blake Gillikin on to punt now on 4th down.
Back to return it, Christian McCaffrey. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This will be taken at the 10. It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
Throwing here, Purdy.
This will be caught at Samuel. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 1st down now, but the clock continues to move.
Purdy.
And this is going to be incomplete.
This defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
This is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Again, it's Purdy to throw it. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. And this one too low.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
Purdy to throw again on 2nd and 10. He's got this complete to Ayuk on the out route. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Here's Purdy. That's to the sideline and incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And his kick is good. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Sliding out of the pocket. That is caught. Gets by him, and now a little daylight. They'll have the first down and more than that. Touchdown, 49ers. Brandon Ayuk, 71 yards. And the Niners come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. Purdy will throw for it. And he'll get in for the 2 points. So that'll cut the deficit down to just a field goal. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a 1-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a 1-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You got to be careful right here.
A big play there on the catch and run. 64 yards.
Boy, this has just been an offensive clinic. It's seemingly been one big play after another, and add this one on to the list. When you can bite off more than half the field on one play, things are definitely working in your favor.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is into the third rushing touchdown of the year. And the Cardinals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Prater for the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Matt Prater to kick off for Arizona.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. B.J. Ojulari in there to record the second sack of his young NFL career. Throwing on second down, it's Purdy. That's complete. It's Kyle Juszczyk.
Hold on a second. Was that the fullback? That was the fullback. Who says that the slot receivers are the only guys who can catch the football and get big yardage after the catch? Really nice job there, showing good hands and an ability to get upfield.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. Taking it right down Broadway. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. Back to the ground on first, it's McCaffrey. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 here as we roll along in quarter number 3 from Santa Clara. Purdy looking to throw. Over the middle, that's complete to McCaffrey. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. Back to throw, Purdy. This ball nearly intercepted. A once-in-a-season chance for the big fella, but he couldn't corral it. 4th down, straight ahead. They'll run with a fullback, Juszczyk. And the 49ers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. McCaffrey. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
A pickup of 2 brings up 2nd and goal.
Again, McCaffrey. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but I believe he might be a few inches short. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal.
Let's give credit to the defense. They got plenty of bodies to the point of attack and stump the run. But I just wonder if the offensive line let down a little bit, knowing that the big guy was getting the ball, and it's expected him to pick up a first.
Touchdown, 49ers! Brandon Ayuk, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Niners are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Moody good with the extra point, and that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. Well, now they'll try the end around. And they're able to get this one across the 35. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. To throw is Murray. That pass completed to Dortch. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Here's Murray.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing now is Murray. Eluding the pressure right. And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the 1st.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
3rd and 2, and here's Murray. Open man here is Benson. And he's going to have a Cardinals 1st down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2.
And sometimes when you run a screen pass down in the red zone, it's really tough to create a lot of room to operate. The field's pretty condensed. But that was really well designed there, and they're able to pick up a 1st down.
Murray now to throw. Dancing to his left. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Kyler Murray taking it in from 11 yards out.
And the Cardinals will add to their 4th quarter lead.
Kyler Murray, to the surprise of no one, finished 2nd amongst quarterbacks with 11 rushing touchdowns in 2020. Just 3 in 11 games in 2022. But let's face it, anytime he's maneuvering around, we expect him to take off and go, and he did it on that play.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the... And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Donald Baker with a pick, and he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A big pickup of 38.
And this is seemingly how it's been all game long. This defense has been just a step too slow. And here they're burned again. Another big play.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Play action. Now it's Murray. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Showed off the toughness, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal.
And that's why defensive coaches preach swarming to the football. It's usually going to take more than one guy to get that big man down.
And it did right there. Multiple broken tackles, but they eventually get him down. Flushed out right. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
Kudos for the defense from me on that one because they were prepared the whole way for him to try to escape and hit them for more yardage running it. I like the way they stayed zeroed in on him and kept him contained when he pulled the ball down. I think he was fortunate to get what he did on that run.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And the 39-year-old veteran puts it right through, and that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points, so while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. This is 1st and 10.
Let's go the clock here. Keep it rolling, fellas. Take it all the way.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. Back to the air on 2nd down. Purdy
Connects with Kittle underneath. Despite a little power on the move, still tackled shy of the 20. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
And we're definitely getting towards the point of the game where not getting a lot of yards is secondary to keeping the clock moving. I mean, to me, that's a double win defensively. Short gain and some more time off the clock.
pass taken in by his big tight end.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10.
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down.
Throwing, Purdy. That ball caught, Brandon Ayuk.
And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 25-yard line.
To throw is Purdy.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. picked up by Kaiser White.
And the Cardinals force the turnover, and they'll take over at the 10. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. We got to have two hands on the football here as they run on first down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here, 2nd and 11. Murray's going to look to throw this thing. He finds his man, complete. That's Benson. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Murray going to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Hopkins. Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Taking it about the 36. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
The danger of a punt that good, a 16-yard return.
And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest.
Purdy to throw.
He's going to loft it deep right sideline. This is caught inside the 15.
And he's going to be pushed out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. Purdy with one final shot here.
And this is going to be caught. So offensive final score, not the outcome, but it is a late touchdown here on the game's final play. Problem for them, they needed that score with a little more time left on the clock. I think just too little too late now.
I would agree with that. We're programmed never to say never, but in this case, we're asking a lot for them to even think they have a chance.
The extra point here is good, but the late touchdown can only draw the score a bit closer as this game is over. Well, on the one side, if you try to take away something positive from this game, they played to the